Hello there and welcome to UnNerded videos. This video series is going to be a number of programming tutorials. We're going to start off with a very basic Hello World application. It's traditionally the first application any programmer will write. So firstly, what you're going to want to do is load up a copy of Visual Basic as we have here. You'll be greeted with this window here. To start a program, you're just going to want to click New Project, and for the purposes of this demonstration we're going to be using Windows Form application. So go into there. Just got to wait. And what you're going to want to do, this will start off like that. So you just click down to Toolbox and click the little pin. That'll keep it displayed even when your mouse isn't on it. So we go down to text box. Just drag a very simple text box in and a button as well. So this is the most basic program you'll ever write, but it's good to get you started. I just want to double click on the button now. And the name of the text box will be text box 1 by default, so you're just going to want to go text box 1.text. Then what we're going to do, we're going to assign it a value, and in this case it is the string hello world. Very simple, one line of text, and here we go. Little button pops up, click that, and it says hello world. So that's that. Now we're going to try a little bit more complicated. It's going to be a calculator, so if you bear with me, I'll just get that all set up. So now we have a calculator, or not a calculator, the beginnings of a calculator. Not even the beginnings of a calculator, but there we go. Windows Form application, and just called it calculator for now. So let's go. And the way I'm going to do this is probably the most simple way you could, or some may find it convoluted, but personally I find it very easy to code. And that simply is 3 text boxes, 2 at the top, 1 at the bottom, and slowly but surely we're going to add buttons. So we're going to do button 1 first of all. So we're going to go text box 3, which will be the bottom text. You really should name your variables appropriately. However, for the purposes of this, I'm not going to bother, but it is always important because it can lead to all sorts of issues if you don't. So what we're doing now is text box 3, bottom text box, and we're going to make it equal the value of text box 1.text .text and the value of text box 2.text. And that would simply be the addition button. So there we have it, it's there, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make it say, add. So if we go down here, little properties box hidden away down here, that'll be hidden away by default, just down in this corner. So you're going to want to just change the text to plus, or it could say add, whatever you want. And for the purposes of this, I'll just show you how to rename the variable. So instead of being button 1, I'll now call this btn add. Simple. Okay, and that's been programmed now. So if we test that, 1 and 2, there we go, it's 3. So now we're going to start again, and the beauty of this is that you can simply copy and paste a lot of the code after you've written it once. So this is now going to be btn subtract, and just change that to a minus because stop it getting confused. Okay, here we are, btn subtract, and what we're literally going to do is copy the code from the button 1 that we did and change that to... And now what I've noticed here is there's an error because that now still says button 1.click or underscore click. However, we've now changed the name of that to button.add. So just change that if you've done that. And back we go. And we're now going to do times. Much the same way, all we're doing is swapping over the signs or the operands when we do it. So that's now going to be an asterisk. Or actually I could do that as an X, that'd probably be easier. There we go. There we are, btn multiply. And if we click into here, again we just copy that paste that and change the minus to an asterisk. The asterisk is the sign for times when you're doing programming, or VB in particular. I'm not sure what it is in other languages, but I would assume it's the same. And finally, just to finish off, to keep this very basic calculator, we're going to do divide. Change the name, dn div. Sign for divide in programming is normally just a slash, so we'll do that. Slash. There we go. We go back into here, copy the text from there, pop that in there, and change the time. So basically that's now finished. However, just run this through for you. Basically what this is doing, this is saying that text box 3, which is that text box there, is going to be equal to the value val of textbox1.text plus the value of textbox2.text. That's just the plus. And again, it does it for minus if it's a minus button, and times if it's a times button. So that's all hunky dory. Should we see if it works? 1 and 2 for divide. 0.5. 10 and 13 for subtract. So yes, it's quite clear that works. It's a very basic calculator, but it's enough to get you started. So I'll be back with another one of these in a few days. Thank you very much.